Metallica albums that Lars Ulrich believes deserve more attention. Metallica among the most reviled drummers in metal is Lars Ulrich. Devoted followers of his are quick to point out that, beyond tempo and technicality, he infuses their records with heart. He has frequently been criticized for having terrible timing and uninspired fills. In 1981, the drummer put an ad in the neighborhood paper to find new band members. Drummer seeking additional metal musicians to jam with Iron Maiden, Diamond Head, and Tygers of Pan Tang. While Metallica's whole discography reflects his respect for the original heavy metal bands, Saint Anger is at the top of the list of albums that garnered significantly less favorable reviews than the rest. Ulrich, though, has never shied away from discussing both their failures and accomplishments during his career. Speaking with Vulture, he mentioned the 2003 flop in passing, claiming that it was more of a divisive record and that certain fans struggled with its musical savagery. Metallica fans might find his discussion of which was their most underrated album more interesting given that the album was universally lambasted and nearly developed into its own running joke. In what appeared to be an allusion to the private matters that shrouded many of their meetings, Ulrich stated it was a big ask, describing how challenging it was for him to divorce the record itself from the process, the time, and the place of producing the record. Metallica's recordings were frequently influenced by their emotional milieu, from their historic battle with Napster to their tense relationship with Hetfield. The albums are almost like an oral litmus test for Metallica's stability because, as Ulrich himself acknowledged, each one had to, for better or worse, embody the vision of the time. However, when considering some of their best work, two albums instantly come to mind. If Load or Reload are the most unappreciated albums, or the least undervalued albums, he stated, I'm okay with it because I believe those are very excellent albums. I generally enjoy the music I hear when I hear tracks from either of those albums. Ulrich continued, that means that if the other thing sits north of that, then that's a nice bar to have, and I'm okay with that. If you had to summarize them all in a single sentence. A fair trial, there is no bass on the entire CD. Saint without a snare, Anger the album is angry. I'm totally cool with all of that stuff. When Metallica fans asked him what his favorite album was, he always responded with the next release, ending on a positive note. What's the point of making one if I'm not more enthusiastic about the next one?